everybody, it's Carrie, one half of the Lunch Lady Librarians, and I have a super quick quarantine quick meal for you today. I'm going to make one of my favorite salads, and it makes a huge amount, and as the days go by, while it sits in your refrigerator, it gets better and better and better. The flavors mix and meld, and it gets really wonderful. And the best thing is you can customize it and make it the way you want to make it. You can add whatever you want, leave out whatever you want. So this is just kind of a guideline for you. And I'm putting a few things in that I just happen to have in my refrigerator that I wanted to use up. So today, what I am going to make, this wonderful salad, it's my, I just call it a quinoa salad. I suppose you could call it like a quinoa power salad, but I just call it my quinoa salad. So I began with the quinoa, and you can use any kind of quinoa. I used just the regular yellow quinoa, and then I needed a smidge of the rainbow quinoa that I bought to make my 2 cups. And when you do 2 cups of quinoa, it makes like a huge amount. So you could have this and make 1 cup, and that would be pretty good. That would be a pretty good size, but I'll show you how much 2 cups of quinoa makes. A lot. So follow the package directions for your quinoa. Make sure you rinse it. I always struggle to rinse the quinoa. I don't know the right way to do it, but I generally measure my quinoa in a really big measuring cup, and then I rinse it, and then I strain it with a very fine strainer so that I don't lose too much quinoa in the process. But your directions will probably tell you to rinse it, but just in case they don't, you want to rinse your quinoa. So I cooked my quinoa already, and I let it cool a little bit, because this is a cold salad. It's not really a warm salad, although if you had to, you could serve it a little bit warm if you were in a hurry. So I have my quinoa, and today I am going to put in some of the things that I had laying around the house. So first, I had a few bits of asparagus left over from dinner the other night, so I'm going to put in the asparagus. Asparagus, we grilled it. It was delicious. And then I had a couple of cobs of corn that we also grilled on another night. So I cut the corn off the cob, and I'm going to add that in. And then finally, I roasted some sweet potatoes. So I cubed those. First I peeled them, and then I cubed them and roasted them in the oven. So they're perfect bite-sized pieces. So I'm just going to add that to my quinoa. Okay, and then I also have a can of black beans that I rinsed. I can add that next. Okay, and then finally, another thing I love to grill. We grill a lot. Another thing that I grilled up a red pepper, and then I let it sit in the refrigerator for a little bit. And what's great about that is then the blackened skin will just peel right off, and then you can just chop it up and add it in. If you don't grill, if you don't do that, you can also roast your pepper in the oven until the skin is charred. And then again, you can put it in the refrigerator, let it cool, and then the skin will just peel right off and get rid of that. You don't want that skin in your salad. So I'm going to cut up my red pepper here. And then I'm going to toss that in my salad as well. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to add before I make my little bit of dressing, which is really just some oil and vinegar and salt and pepper, and maybe some oregano, I'm going to do my feta. So I like to buy my feta in the brine. I think it tastes a lot better, and I like to buy the whole chunk, big old chunk in the brine. I just think it tastes better. than the already crumbled stuff. I think it's moist, more moist, and it's just better flavor. So I'm going to cut up my feta, and I'm going to add that next. And if you were using the crumbled bits, I would use the whole container. I love, love, love feta, so I'm actually putting the whole container in. But if you don't love feta, don't put that much in. It's really up to you and up to your taste. And like I said, this is just a guideline. I've made this with just sweet potato and black beans and feta. I've done tomatoes and black beans. Black beans are kind of my staple in this one. Black beans, tomatoes, corn. You could put cucumbers in. Cucumber, tomato, feta, quinoa. That would be good. So you just kind of make it your own. And like I said, I had a bunch of stuff left over that I wanted to get out of my fridge. So that's why I added it. So I'm going to cut this up, toss it in. So I cube it. If you're buying the full whole chunker, I just cube it up. Okay, so my feta's in, and now I'm just going to make the really simple dressing. So I don't even make it in another bowl. I just kind of toss it all in and mix it all up. So staple, olive oil. Good olive oil, drizzle it on. And if I would say for a salad this size, I'd say at least 1/4 of a cup. I just kind of eyeball it. Now the second thing you can play around with as well, I like to use red wine vinegar, but you could definitely use white wine or champagne, but you definitely want that like acidic quality to it. I've also used lemon juice, but I don't have any fresh lemons right now. So I'm going to just pour I don't know, a few tablespoons on. And then you want to salt and pepper to taste. So the feta is salty, so you don't want to put too much salt on, because then you're going to have a really salty mouth. You're going to have to drink water all day long after you eat this. And some fresh ground pepper. I like the fresh ground stuff. And I put a generous amount on because I really like pepper. And I was going to use oregano because I thought I had some dried, but I don't. I have some fresh outside, but unfortunately it's raining cats and dogs, as my mom would say. So I'm going to use basil. Basil works wonderful with it as well. And you could play around. Fresh parsley would be great in here. Any fresh basil, fresh oregano. I thought about tarragon for a minute and then I changed my mind. So, all right. So you really want to mix it in. You're going to break, if you do corn off the cob, you want to break the corn up. Kind of naturally does. And it's a beautiful salad. Like all the colors of the rainbow are on here. It's really nice. I can't tell you how much I love this salad. I'll take it to work every day. My husband also really likes it. It's great. It's totally an easy peasy lunch. You just toss it in a bowl and go. And it's super healthy. The quinoa gives you tons of protein along with the beans. The sweet potatoes have a lot of great vitamins and minerals in them, as well as peppers and asparagus and the corn. And feta is one of the lower fat cheeses too, so it's also pretty low in fat. You're not using any creamy dressings for it. So as I said before, I like to let this sit in the refrigerator. If I'm going to take this to a party, I would try and make it ahead of time, like a day ahead of time, so that it would sit in the refrigerator and have those flavors meld. Super delish. I am going to give it a taste to make sure I don't need to add anything. All right, so let's give this a try, see if we need to do anything else to it. Quinoa's nice and crunchy. I think it's good. Yeah, I don't think I need to add anything else. Maybe a smidge more salt, actually, but that's about it. So it's really that simple. I will put the general recipe along with this video. I hope you enjoyed that very quick quarantine quick meal, and I really hope you make my quinoa salad and enjoy it for days. And I hope you all are staying healthy and happy, and I hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy and keep cooking.